This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and this is the HTC EVO Design 4G on Sprint. This is one of Sprint's more affordable WiMAX 4G phones. It's $99 with a contract. It's a pretty nice phone for that price too. You get a QHD display that's 960 by 540 pixels, 4-inch display, and it runs Android OS 2.3.4 Gingerbread. Capacitive touch buttons and that usual nice HTC kind of design. Curvy looks. Nice materials, you get some metal over here, soft touch rubbery back. Micro USB port on the side here. Volume controls is a large continuous button that's pretty easy to find, but I haven't been hitting it by accident either. Headphone jack up top, power button up top where it belongs. Nothing on this side here. And on the back, 5 megapixel camera with an LED flash, and here's your speaker grill. And on the front we have a video chat camera, large earpiece over here, nicely designed, smoother than some of the older HTC designs, doesn't grate into your ear. And the most interesting thing about the physical design is really how you get to the battery and other stuff inside, and we'll show you that. As you can see, this is not a lift-off back, there's no continuous line here. This metal band goes all the way across the back. Now, to access the SIM card slot, which this has because this is a GSM World Roaming device, you pull this end off, and you can also access the micro SD card. There's an 8 gig card included right here. It's a yank-out design, not spring-loaded. Just pull it out, like so, it goes in there. And here, where's the battery, you're wondering, right? You can barely see it on the plastic. Translucent smoky colored plastic. It says open, so you pull this up and there's your GSM SIM card for world roaming, and here's the battery, and this is a 1520 milliamp battery that pulls out like so. So interesting design there, and actually pretty easy to work with, not too fiddly or difficult. Metal connectors over here so it knows when the back is on. The HTC Design 4G is a 4G phone because it has WiMAX. You can see here we've been trying to get a signal indoors. It's pretty iffy for us. Going outdoors we were able to get a WiMAX signal. Then we got 3 megs down and 1 meg up, which isn't super duper impressive for 4G or for WiMAX in general, but coverage here is not super duper strong. When we were on 3G EVO Rev A, it actually pulled a pretty good 770K on average down and about 600K up, which is good for Sprint by the standards that we get here and through much of the country. It's not exactly going to give AT&T or Verizon a run for their money, but hey, it's not bad. And if you are in a WiMAX coverage area, well, you can get better data speeds. Phone calls are very nice and sharp and clear on this, incoming and outgoing both, and we always enjoy their customized dialer that HTC makes here. You've got this nice reasonably large dialer here and access to your most recent phone calls right there, and then you can get your full contacts by tapping down there. They also do a lot of social networking integration. This does have HTC Sense 3.0, which is the latest version, and that means you get, of course, the usual HTC clock and weather widget, your people widget, agenda, we don't have anything on our calendar right now, music control, friend stream, which is cool for Flickr, Facebook, and Twitter social networking. And all that stuff integrates pretty nicely with your contacts. This is just the standard big bookmark bar here for a web browser. And it's that continuous kind of screen. If you keep going fast, you get the little 3D infinite scrolling thing that's a part of Sense 3.0. Also, if you take a look at the launcher here, you can see you've got all applications. You can assign things to be your favorite apps and put them there, and just look at your downloaded applications only. Another standard HTC Sense feature. Also, they have their customized UI thing here. You tap on the little palette and you can personalize your skins real easy, your wallpaper. You can download more from HTC. You can pick widgets, apps, sound sets, and all that kind of stuff. So it makes it a little easier to personalize the phone compared to some other Android phones. This is running on a single-core Qualcomm Snapdragon CPU. It's 1.2 gigahertz with Adreno graphics. That's the Scorpion family CPU. So you're not getting the latest crazy dual-core madness here, but the phone is fast and responsive enough, to be honest. And for $99, you're not going to get all the highest-end features. In terms of performance, the 1.2 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon CPU with Adreno 205 graphics does pretty well on benchmarks. You manage a 1740 on Quadrant, which is above most single-core CPUs these days. LinPack was 40, single and multi-thread about the same since it's a single-core CPU. And SunSpider JavaScript test was 4665, which isn't so much different from some dual-core Android phones that we benchmark, which tend to benchmark around 3500 to 4200 or so. We had no problem with this playing video, playing games, or playing streaming media, and we'll check out some of that stuff now, because that's more demanding, obviously, than working, say, with an Office suite. Now we're in the gallery application, going to check out our movies, and we'll play our usual 720p high-profile video. We're near max volume now. It's reasonably loud. It's pretty nice and full too. And it's having no trouble keeping up. Don't need a dual-core CPU to do this. It's very well optimized for 2D graphics and video playback for MPEG-4. Now we'll check out Sprint TV and movies, powered by Mobi TV. By the way, the phone will not play 1080p high profile, which is fair. That's a pretty demanding thing. You just get an exclamation point next to the video. So if you look at it in gallery, it says, no, ain't going to do that. So here we are in Sprint TV. This is a pay-for service. That streams live and non-live content to your phone. And we're doing this over Sprint's 3G connection right now.
He'd hack other driver scanners and feed Amy Grant through their headsets. He'd even get LASIK surgery, even though he already has 20/20 vision. Let's do this. If it would help him win, he'd do it. Because
not bad looking. A little bit blocky, but given the speed of the data connection, it's not too bad. In terms of bundled software in here, we have Amazon MP3 store. We got the car control panel. Take a look at that. That's pretty cool. And you can see the big buttons here make it a little safer to use in the car with quick access to navigation, voice search, making calls, and footprints as well. And if you want to take a look at a map, it's going to use Google Maps. Sprint navigation is also on board here if you prefer that. And here we are in Maps. In fact, we've just done a search for Starbucks as well. And we turned on Wi-Fi. We are actually not connected to a Wi-Fi network, so it's still downloading map data over Sprint's 3G data connection, but we turn on Wi-Fi because it really seemed to help it triangulate position. So keep that in mind if you get the phone. If you're having any issues with the GPS being a little slow to connect, turn on Wi-Fi. You don't even need to connect to a hotspot. Just it's going to use that Wi-Fi triangulation to get a location more quickly. HTC includes an FM radio. That's nice. That's something that's kind of disappearing from phones these days. You've got their footprints for tracking your location and geolocating images, HTC likes, all the usual HTC Sense stuff here. Their Peep for social networking. You've got Sprint Mobile Hotspot here, so you can use this as a hotspot with your tablet or notebook computer. Sprint Music Service, Sprint Radio, Sprint TV and movies that we just took a look at. Sprint Worldwide helps you get going with international roaming, and Sprint Zone for access to your account and information. And HTC also includes their MediaShare DLNA and their HTC Watch, where you can rent or buy movies. And we'll take a look at that. So here we are in the store. Selection of movies, mostly fairly recent and popular things. And you can see you can rent it for $3.99 or buy it for $14.99, and often you can see a trailer too, and you get a synopsis of the movie. We'll check out a trailer.
I've always believed that destiny chooses our path in life.
Here is your sidekick.
Nice and high quality, and we're using Wi-Fi at this point to do this.
Destined for what?
There's the HTC Watch, part of HTC Sense 3.0 and HTC service for movie rental and purchase. The Design 4G has usual Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, obviously it has the GPS as well, and it has a 5 megapixel rear autofocus camera with LED flash. It takes not bad pictures. 5 megapixels isn't super duper impressive, but it's more about how the image is processed, and HTC did a pretty good job with that. So all in all, for 99 bucks, it's a pretty nice smartphone. You get a QHD display, 4 inches, and the nice thing about 4 inches is it's big enough to see easily, but it's not so huge that you're carrying around a brick in your pocket. It's pretty easy to hold. The rounded corners make it a little bit more hand-friendly as well. Has very good voice quality, and it has both WiMAX obviously and Sprint's 3G service. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and visit our website to read the full review of the HTC EVO Design 4G on Sprint.